Hey everybody, happy third day of our Christmas special here on Making Life Brighter. And I just wanted to bring to you another cool thing that we are featuring here on these 12 days of healing. And right now, we shared with you already the introduction that I've done on Making Life Brighter Radio with Lance Shetler. And the show with Lance was great, and Lance went in depth on his algae oil and why that's so incredibly important for people and how it builds the neurons in the brain, and it's helping all the neurogenesis. And instead of course, having to process it through the fish oil, he went straight to the source and instead chose the algae, which is what the fish eat. So the algae oil is incredible. It's got a load of DHA in it, just as quick review for you. And you can get that when you go to makinglifebrighter.com. And on the main page there, I put the links for everything I'll be talking about with you. And you can get it there. And when you do that, Lance is going to donate to a pet shelter and donate some of this product to the actual pet shelter where any disadvantaged pets can get a little help while they're looking for a home. And in addition, you can take the algae oil yourself and you can give it to your pets, which is what I do. I've been giving it to my cats. And on top of that, the super cool thing is we are teaming up together to help the effects of human trafficking. And so I'll be featuring next week on the radio show on Thursday, more with Lance and more of the story of the woman that's actually handling all that and why that's so vital, because she is a warrior trooper on this planet and she is helping souls that are going through things that you and I can't even imagine. And so some of this product can go to her and you can buy, or if you're a company, you can buy and donate some of these things to her cause directly, which I ask you for and ask you to share. Or you can buy it for yourself and some of the proceeds will go toward that as well. So on these 12 days of healing, we're featuring some really great, some of the purest products on the planet. And don't forget that we talked about the coffee. The coffee is amazing. And the coffee is algae-free, mold-free, toxin-free. And as Lance said, it is one of the purest coffees in the world, hands down. And so I can attest to that personally. And you can take some coffee, you can give some coffee, and all of that will help the human trafficking. So just as a quick reminder to you that we are here serving others and enjoying that very much. And we are digging into the truth behind these products. So we're also talking about flower essences. And I was discussing with you some of the flower essences that I feature because they are so incredibly easy to use. They are specifically laid out for all emotional distresses that you may be having. And the flower essences are a quick way to shift the emotional field for a quick healing. And so I've used these for years. I use them with young and old. And the fellow that developed them had asked me at one point to come in and help him with the naming of them and work with him that way. And those of us that work with Nature Sunshine products and have been around, I've taken those products since I was 16 years old as a super athlete. And actually, all along the way, the company has been founded on people that are the naturopaths on the front line, the healers on the front line. And since we are the ones that are seeing the issues, we give feedback to the company and have a say in some of what gets developed. And I've done that several times. I had championed and come in and done something for their amino acids. And now these flower essences are just so incredible. And remember, I told you about the flower essences being something that people go and those that are making them actually ask the flowers if they can pick them first. And then after that, they take them back and they meditate over the flowers while they make the formulas. And if anyone is out of balance, they send them home. So you tell me what company does that in honor, but there aren't many. And this is why I find the energy of them to be so wonderful. And you can really feel the difference I use these on pets. I use these with children, especially, and I use these with adults of any age. Now, that kind of sums up everybody, doesn't it? But the truth being that they work really well for quick turnaround, especially if you have kids that have ADD, or you have a teenager that's going through something, or you have someone that's having addiction. I double these up. So there's a formula called Be Response Able, and it is literally about cutting the emotional feed to addiction, whatever that could be. You might be addicted to coffee. In this case, it could be helpful, but you might be addicted to sugar, or you might be addicted to, a substance of some kind. This helps break that chain in the brain so that you have a better chance at making a better decision. And it helps people stay stable. I find it also works really well with people combining it with the open heart formula. So Be Response Able is for habits that don't serve you and helps you right that habit. And open heart is used for any kind of narcissistic behavior or closed-heartedness. And when you use those together, what I have been discovering and finding is that people that have a bit of forgetfulness seem to come back around a little bit when they use these together. And so that forgetfulness begins to dissipate. Now, there's lots of other things we can use for forgetfulness, and I will talk about that tomorrow. But you can use the Be Response Able for cutting any kind of emotional or habits that don't serve you. And I love that formula. I think a lot of people can benefit from that no matter what. And surely you know somebody in holiday time that could use either the distress remedy or any one of the other flower essences, and we will keep going through them, and I'll share with you what they do. But we spoke, I think, before about Release It and distress remedy. And the distress remedy is especially important in this line because it speaks about not being a sheep. You're not a follower in mass. The flower that differentiates people is in there. So it's one extra added flower, and that helps people be an individual and think for themselves. And boy, do we need that more than ever today. So you're doing a great thing for others, and you're doing a great thing for yourself. I'll keep sharing what the benefits are of these, and I hope you go jolly, and I hope you make somebody else's life brighter today. And I will see you tomorrow on day 4 of the 12 days of healing. So I will have more updates after I come out of a seminar, and we will go into actual live healing next week. Okay, so go jolly, everybody. This is a quick update today. I'll have another one for you tomorrow while I'm on the road, and then I will share with you some more actual healing techniques. All righty, go jolly.